Israel hit Islamic Jihad targets in Gaza for a second day today. One person has been killed and another wounded, according to health officials in Gaza. Palestinian militants launching rockets across the border from Gaza into southern Israel. Sirens were heard throughout various parts of Israel, including in suburbs of Tel Aviv. We can now go across to France 24's Irris Makler standing by in Jerusalem. Irris, good afternoon to you. A second day of strikes from Israel today.
That's right. We now see Israeli planes and drones pounding the Gaza Strip. It began around noon local time when Israel targeted what it called two cells, which were going to hit Israeli targets. In other words, Palestinian militants planning to use rocket launchers to attack Israel. Now, Israeli intelligence is pretty good, but there's no way to confirm that. And that's where we have seen what has now risen to 2 casualties being reported on the Palestinian side. And that's what we're seeing today as something familiar from previous rounds of violence in this conflict.
Irris, in a primetime address last night, the Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu warned that every escalation will be met with an overwhelming response. But clearly Israeli authorities knew that there would be an escalation from Gaza.
Well, that's an interesting question because for the first more than 24 hours, there was no response. The response only started after today's action by Israel. And the question is, why? And Israeli military analysts are surmising that it's because Islamic Jihad, the target of all of this, is trying to involve Hamas so that it's all the Palestinian militant groups working together. We have heard from Hamas today saying that they're all in on this, but it still isn't being accepted necessarily in Israel that they are, both because of the number of rockets. We've seen 100 rockets coming into Israel, but the number and the length and where they're going to, the distance they fly, the types they are. There's a suggestion that perhaps Hamas says it's all in, but is not yet, and that might make a difference, in fact, to how long this lasts and what we're going to see unfold over the next few days.
Irris, thank you very much for that update. Irris Makler reporting there for us from Jerusalem.